Good evening, everyone in Hanover. My name is Koen. I'm also known as the Sunday Ride on social media. And I'm sending you a message live from Lisbon, Portugal, to Hanover. And first of all, I'm very honored to be part of this presentation. I've met Rainer in Malaysia and I'm very happy that he gave me the chance to tell something about my story. And I'm currently on a biking tour around the world myself. The objective of my tour is to literally go around the world, to circumnavigate, which means that I completely make a full loop around the whole planet until I'm back in Amsterdam, where I left in 2023, in January. And I'm already back in Europe right now, in Portugal, after having already crossed Europe in the beginning from Amsterdam to Turkey, and afterwards all of Asia to Singapore, continued with Indonesia, Timor-Leste, Australia, New Zealand, and then North America. I crossed the USA from west to east just a couple of weeks ago now. And now it's time for my last leg towards Amsterdam. And I get a lot of questions usually, and one of the most questions is why I do such thing. And for me, it is just a sense of feeling alive and just really enjoying life. I made a deliberate choice not to spend all my life behind a desk on a regular 9-to-5 job. Of course, that can be very comfortable, but I personally believe that that's not where we as a human being strive, where we not develop ourselves. I think it's the discomfort that we should look for. And I truly believe that making such a trip by bike, challenging yourself, exploring the world, meeting new people, facing all sorts of challenges, that really develops you as a human being, and that really stimulates your senses, and that makes you really feel alive while simultaneously really enjoying the beautiful planet. And so far I've really experienced that it is actually that case. It's exactly like that. I've had a wonderful almost 2 years by now, over 20 months, and I'm very, very happy that I made this choice. And of course there are a lot of challenges along the way that you face, both physically and mentally. Physically, the hardest challenges were usually in hard conditions, often weather conditions. For example, I've been through a couple of deserts, one in Iran, where it was 50 degrees Celsius, and the same in Death Valley in the United States, also 50 degrees Celsius. And of course that is very challenging already. And on top of that, of course, you have to supply on a lot of water because there are not a lot of shops, or basically no shops around. So there are a lot of challenges that you're facing right there. But also there are also a lot of mental challenges on the way. You get to deal with a lot of setbacks. I've had a couple of people visiting me on the trip, and every time they left, I felt quite alone. I really had to adapt to being alone again, and that's always mentally very tough. But also technical issues or problems with visa arrangements, such as I had in India, where I didn't get the right visa and I couldn't enter the country for a second time. And yeah, especially if you're traveling alone, that's just really mentally challenging. But in the end, you always find a way to work around it, or you always find another solution. There's always a solution for everything. That's what I learned on this trip. And in the end, I'm super happy that I've made this trip. And that I'm finishing it real soon. So I'm also doing it to raise money for charity, which is a very important cause for me and a very big motivation. I try to build a school in Africa, so that keeps me on the road as well and keeps me motivated. And I definitely don't regret anything of what I did so far. So that is my story so far, and I hope you all really enjoyed it. And I will wish you a wonderful night and have fun with the rest of the presentation from Rainer.